Alright.
Good afternoon. Yesterday I was in a liquor store, bought some beer, of course. I seen this behind the counter. I had one bottle. I seen other people post about it. I said to myself, let's try it. First I asked how much was it. The guy said $40. I thought, that's kind of expensive. If you compare it to Wild Turkey 101, that is. But I thought, you only live once, what the hell. So Maker's Mark 101. Supposedly it's the bourbon that you can get at the, when I read the back, that they served at the distillery when you came to visit. And it says, of course, every bottle's dipped by hand. Limited release, 101 proof, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whisky, handmade. I don't really see an aged on it. They don't generally put that on. Maker's Mark's been my mileage anyway. I don't recall ever seeing any proofing, aging on Maker's Mark's products. They may have it out there, but I've just not seen it. Anyway, it's whiskey batched for a higher proof, enhancing natural notes of caramel, vanilla, and fruit. It's wheat based, of course, like they always use. It's a winter red wheat. So it's hard to, I thought about, well, I could bring out a Wild Turkey 101 and use that kind of as a comparison, you know, maybe. But I can't, because it's rye. I've got several 101 proof bourbons downstairs. To tell you the truth, other than Weller 107, which I don't know about that one either, actually, to tell you the truth about that one. I think that's wheat, but I don't know. It might be low rye. It's been a while. I haven't looked at it. It's Weller's best product, my personal opinion, but who cares what I think? Anyway, but I do like Maker's Mark stuff. I especially like the private selection bottles where they mix and match the staves. The one I got is extremely good. I don't know if I've ever done a review on it, but very good. I love that stuff. It's actually very, very good. So anyway, but holy crap. I thought this was going to be corked. It's a fucking screw cap. Holy shit. Oh my God. Not that that really affects anything, but I'm surprised. Usually a $40 bottle, 101 proof, limited edition. Usually they're packing that stuff with corks, not screw caps. This is going to be interesting. I'm using a Curious Gin Glencairn for this review, guys. Well, now everyone can visit our little distillery in Loretto, Kentucky. We've bottled this 101 proof limited release so you too can experience this bolder side of our refined wheat bourbon, as we have shared it with special guests at our distillery for generations. I know very few people who does not like Maker's Mark, even the standard Maker's Mark. I like it. I think it's just fine. I mean, it's a standard bourbon, but it's fine for a standard bourbon. There's nothing wrong with it. It's probably better than some other standards out there. But overall, Maker's Mark makes a good product. Although the 46 is good, but it's good in a weird way. That being a different side of it. Anyway. Oh my. This is our very first pour too. You guys get to see first pour reaction the whole 9 yards. We don't normally do it like this. Normally that said, open up a little bit. But, God, my foot hit that thing. I'm so sorry. There's some. bubbles. Little bitty bubbles rising up inside there. Almost like, it's weird. You don't normally see that. I'm not going to say it's effervescing by any means, or even carbonated, but they're tiny, tiny, minuscule bubbles. That's the first time I've ever noticed something like that. And they're about dying now. It must be just air captured on the pour, but that was weird. Don't normally see that. A lot of firsts today, huh? Oh, they write about the I was getting ready to say vanilla, the caramel and the vanilla. Yes, it's in there for sure. There is a slight underlying spicy note to it. Just ever so gentle. Maybe like a black pepper. It's not very bold, but you can smell it there. And I just don't get a whole lot in the way of fruits. Maybe it needs to open up a little bit more. Maybe it'll be better on the palate. Let's dig in. I didn't do the legs or the color. Let's see. Oh, it turns into one long, giant, big, fallen leg. There's quite a bit of viscosity to that. I'd say the color's a standard medium amber. Sun's going down. It's about 54 to 55 degrees out. It's comfortable. There's no wind. When there's no wind, this is comfortable temps. Still heavily skewed to the caramel vanilla. There is an apple note now developing. Some of the ethanol is finally rising off of it. There's still that underlying black pepper note that I get with it. There's also a definitive woodiness on the nose. There's definitely a definitive oak note to it. All right. Oh, there's the apples. Stewed apples. Definitely stewed apples. The little black pepper and cinnamon. Oh yeah. If you cooked your apples down with black peppers and cinnamon, a little caramel, a little vanilla in it, boiled it down to make you a pie filling, and added a good shot of bourbon in it. By George, that's really where we're kind of coming from here. It's actually pretty good stuff. Let's do this again. I kind of enjoyed that. There's a little prickliness up front on the tongue as it passes over the palate, though. Nice sweetness in there. That caramel's delivering a nice sweet note. It just dwells on the palate. It dwells very well on the palate. This is an excellent sipper. This is not, I won't say excellent, but this is a really good, this is a very good sipper. And it lasts. It's a nice, gentle note that lasts. All right. Sorry about the little hiatus. The camera totally shut down on me yesterday, so I had to finish it today. So I got everything working right now. And I'm hoping Mrs. Scout Claus, Santa Claus, Mrs. Scout, would bring Mr. Scout a new camera for Christmas. That would be real nice. This one's a good one, but he's had it many years and it's starting to show its age. Back to the whiskey at hand. The whiskey at hand. Oh, and Mr. Scout got a haircut today, and you can see more of his bald spot than normal. And it's colder today than yesterday. Hence, I'm wearing a jacket because it's overcast. I do believe the weather's supposed to turn south tomorrow. Maybe a chance of, small chance of snow tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I left off with this, and I think where I was at, because frankly, I don't really remember, was we were into the final parts of this. Again, apple bourbon. It has a nice apple fruitiness, slight berry background, but the caramel and the vanilla just keep coming at you on this. The wood is there. The wood is there, nice. And again, we're still running with just a little bit of spiciness to it, and that being probably more catered to the black pepper and just a little bit of cinnamon with it. Oh, I mean, it's easy. I mean, that's what I get right off. Your mileage may be different, but I mean, on the nose, it all just translates so well to palate. And nose and palate follow each other on this one very well. Oh, they really do. This is a very nice bourbon. Maker's Mark has done very well with this. They made a good one. I still think $40. That's the upper end of what I would pay for it. I'm not sure I'd want to pay more than $40 for it. In a pinch, maybe go up to $45, but $40 I think is probably the most where I would like to see it. Well, I would like to see it for $25, but the reality of it is somewhere in the mid-30s. Mid-30, $35, give or take a few dollars. I think $1 or $2 would be perfect price range for this, but $40 does work. My mouth is starting to water. I didn't get around to a score. Second day in a row, plus I've had quite a bit more because remember, we just opened it yesterday. Palate's perfect on this. I mean, for bourbon wise, I think this is a very good bourbon. And I'm going to go a little crazy on this one because I'm really enjoying it. My enjoyment factor is up there on this one. Is it the best bourbon I've had? Nah. Is it a great experience and a good bourbon? A really, really good bourbon I wouldn't mind buying again and again? Yeah, this is that. This is that. Price makes it functionable. Taste is great. You know what? I'm going to go crazy with this one. It's because I'm a little crazy, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 90 out of 100. It's definitely a 90. It's a definitely 90, 91, A- range. This is definitely an A range bourbon, though, low A range bourbon. This is ideal. This is everything you want in a bourbon. It's a little soft because of the wheat. And when I think of a wheated bourbon, it's really good, though. I really do enjoy this one. I think anybody that could get it for that price, and if they didn't enjoy it, give me a call. Talk about it. Anyway, well, you can't call me. My number's not exactly out there. Only for those that know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. 90 out of 100. Everyone have a great evening, because it's evening time here. And I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. And I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it. As will we all. See you later. That's good stuff. That is really good stuff.